So the Woven Festival for 2023 is a much bigger festival. We've really kind of grown since 2019, and that's been because of our community and the people who support the festival, not just necessarily the team who makes it happen. So we've been amazing this year in terms of having a whole programme around yarn bombing. So that's from communities coming out and yarn bombing pillar boxes to yarn bombing toilet blocks to various different places within their communities. And what we did was we put them on a map this year so that people could go and find them, which has been absolutely amazing.
We've done this yarn bomb for Woven in Kirklees. We always yarn bomb on this site every year now. Brighten up the village. Everybody says it makes them smile, and I set up a group, Outlaying Crafters, and it's just bringing everybody together to make something.
So this is the combined work of lots of different ladies, people using different skills. This is lucetting, which is my favourite, which is a very ancient craft, and these are all wired lucets. Somebody made all of these flowers, and our oldest member, who is 86, 87, I said, would you knit some bees? And she went bonkers. So then she said, well, what else can I knit? And I'd just had the idea in my head of what it was going to look like, and I just threw it all together, and Bob's your uncle. And there it is. We call ourselves the Linthwaite Yarn Bombers. We know each other, but we've never sat officially down and sat and knitted or crocheted together. We're just people who know each other from school, church, all sorts of different areas. And when I went to the workshops that have been put on through Woven, they were talking about all the different ways in which you could yarn bomb. You know, you can't really go wrong. I mean, even if you can't knit or crochet, you can do other things like needle felting, and it doesn't have to be anything with any specific skill. I mean, you could even cut bits of fabric up and tie them up to things, and it just makes the place look more loved, and it makes it look like you've invested yourself in where you live. As far as all the different projects that go on within Woven, it's a coming together of people with like mind, and it helps bring a common purpose to making something pretty. Well, it's just great, isn't it? It's just kicking against the tracers, basically, isn't it? You know, you want to. It's something that now has become much more acceptable, whereas at one time it engendered quite a bit of response. And I think that I personally think knitting should be political, and it is. It has been, and it can continue to be. So, I mean, it does make the point, doesn't it? You know, if we don't look after what we've got, then we're going to be left with knitted ladybirds and bees instead of real ones.
For me, it's getting a group of ladies all together and just all making things together. We're just a really positive thing for each other, really.
We drew up a list of items we wanted to include in the village, you know, the pubs, the church and things like that. And that list kept on growing right to the very last stitch that was put in. There was about 14 of us included at different times, not all at the same time. And we met once a month so that we could have a look at what we'd done. And each month we'd bring things along. We only started in January, so it's not many months really. When things came in, we were quite amused at the quirkiness of it. Things like the post box as big as a house and things like that. But we just feel that just adds to it really, just adds to the fun. And then it just went on from there, and I think we all found that we enjoyed it, but we got other things out of it. A lot of work has been put in by a lot of members, and it's only worked because it is a team. You know, it's a team effort.
To me, it's quite interesting because I'm also part of the Wild About Wool group in Slathwaite, or Slowit, where we've done a yarn bomb of the bollards as well, and we've done all sorts of things. So it does have that much wider context to me. We wouldn't have done this had it not been for what had happened in Slathwaite. So there is that bit about joining in, but there's also a feeling about being a larger community because I'm involved with the Slowit group. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't like it. Everybody passes comment on, oh, isn't that lovely? So it's just nice, gives you the impetus to keep on going.